After the disappointment of Saudi Arabia with the DNF after our engine blew up, we're here for redemption here in Australia, which is, since probably they made the changes to this track, if you've got a fan favourite, the changes have been pretty much positive. I think everyone's enjoyed the changes. If you haven't, then go back and play upon 2019 if that's what you want. But here we are then for Australia. Obviously, we have a bunch of upgrades on the way, finally. We have some upgrades. We'll go do them in a minute. Obviously, spoilers, I've already said, our engine blew up. I think we had a shot of winning the race. I mean, it was only on lap 8, so we can't really say, but I think we had a shot. You can see when I dropped to 7th in the championship, which isn't great. Alonso still leads the championship with 2 races, which is pretty impressive, with Norris and Piastri second, third. McLaren did bottom this time. I should say Lando did bottom this time. Can't believe I said Norris bottom there, then I filmed it before Saudi Arabia. And, well, we all know what happened in Saudi Arabia in qualifying. Obviously, a decent race, but qualifying wasn't great. We blew up, which wasn't great. Also, Carlos Sainz's miserable start to the year continues in that Ferrari, also retiring last in the championship after 2 races. Miserable start for him. 40 drivers on points on 2 races is very impressive. But here we are then for Saudi Arabia. And also 9 teams on points as well, just has yet to go up the mark. But yeah, we've got a bunch of upgrades, as I said. That's the wrong one. No, that's the wrong one again. So we have an engine power upgrade, and Hamilton has brought 2 downforce upgrades, a gearbox and a weight reduction. So let's see how they go. Yeah, we've got some upgrades on the way. Come on, Lewis, I believe this is going to be a success. Yeah, see Lewis's 2 go. We'll get the weekly resources. Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car, ready for the next race weekend.
Which is good. I should actually talk this again. I can't believe our manufacturer but literally went on holiday after the first race. He should be sacked. Same with our pilot consultant, or his thing. Wind tunnel engineer, you're leaving after this race. Okay, complete any session with the fastest lap, take 5 cars out on track, back markers included. We'll go with the complete any session with the fast laps, we'll do that in practice, so we will take that. That'll be an easy goal to achieve. What about our material application? Complete 10 laps, or that would be easy. Go with the complete 10 laps on the weekend. Doesn't say which one's easier, so we'll go with that one. Easy. Quality assurance tester. First time I think seeing you. How you doing, mate? Nice coffee. Spent over 45 seconds in 4th gear during race weekend. He called low while doing penalties. Oh, I'm not going to sit there like 1, 2, 3. I'm not counting that. Incur no more than 3 penalties. That would be easy. I'm not sitting there counting for 45 seconds. What about our strategy analysis? For perfect 1 practice program that we can complete a driven lap in 2 different sessions. I mean, this one should be pretty easy. Say with complete a driven lap. What do we drive in 2 sessions? What do you think I'm doing? Just sitting there for. I have to do. Well, I'll go for it because it's pretty simple. Interesting goals, interesting. In terms of R&D, still 4th. A lot of teams bringing upgrades though. Actually, I think we've actually lost out, which isn't great. Is there any point actually doing an upgrade? This one's still in progress actually. So there's no point. We can't get anything on the car, so I might as well just go to practice if I'm honest. We'll just go to the Australian Grand Prix, I should say. We arrived. Messages, there's some performance charts. Rebel Cloud Private say that's Martin Albany, Albany Williams, Haas, Sauber. We'll go to the race weekend and see how things go. But so far, I think we might have actually lost some ground. So we've arrived in Australia. We've got some rain for practice, which will be very interesting. We can preview developments. We've got 3 downforce, weight reduction gearbox, and no real chance of rain in the race. For qualifying, I should say. So in terms of the R&D charts, Ferrari have taken a big step. They've got above McLaren, level with McLaren. Red Bull have pulled away. We've closed the gap slightly. Aston Martin. I can't even see Aston Martin's graph, but I think they're still with us. Here they are. RB on their own. Alpine Williams pretty huge upgrades as well. Haas and Kickstarter not much. So status quo. Ferrari pulled away a little bit, but they need those upgrades after last time. But why is Hamilton doing durability again? ICE. I mean, to be fair, we do need that. It did blow up, so okay, I'll let that one slide. But granted, there's actually nothing he can do, to be fair, because everything else is in development. So I'm actually... Yeah, we can't really... And he's also doing the cable assembly without my permission. 35% recognition required. I mean, easy. I can do this one. Might as well do this one, I guess. But we'll do that after practice, unless Hamilton takes it from me. Speaking of practice, I'm going to go do that now. Right then, here we are then. Ready to go out for qualifying. We'll just simulate. The cars go out. Oh, home hero facts. He actually said, like, this is what I don't... What? Look at the train. Verstappen, the 2 Ferraris, and the Sauber. Like, oh yeah, that's great for Verstappen. Sure, it's great. Like, look, there's a Ferrari right there. There's a Sauber right there. Like, who's the Sauber? Joe? Yeah, like, and science is, like, that's surely not going to be helpful whatsoever. That can't be helpful. But anyway, that's just this game for you. We're going to go out and do our lap in about a minute's time. Here we go then for our first lap. in qualifying. There's a bunch of cars coming down the pit lane. I beg I get ahead of them. Oh, great. Just where I needed to see. Was it raining? It was raining. RB, move! Sonoda, thank you. Oh, horrible start. I messed up. I forgot to turn the ERS off, so I've started my lap with not much ERS, which isn't great.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P13.
Kind of messed up the ERS situation a little bit. Still cautiously there. I get a lap on the board. Onto the line. It was a 65 for Verstappen. We do a 16.9. So a solid start. On the solid, I'm not upset with that. It could have been a lot worse. First sector were great, but we're off the start. Sonoda, thank you for not getting my way. I will let you through. But let's go to our final run. We're back in the pits. Verstappen leads 2.5 tenths ahead of Piastri. We sit 2.5 tenths behind in third. Norris and Sainz and Leclerc. Hamilton a second off. What, Lewis? So have you lost your time? Middle sector. What's that? 17.8. I think you got held up by Stroll, which isn't great, and same with Sonoda, but 13th for Lewis. Bottas has made a mistake on the first sector, but let's get ready for our final lap then. Final lap incoming. Kind of messed up the ERS again. Some time. Fourth on Verstappen. We're going to cross the line. We're going to find 4 tenths. I think it's that P2 or P3. P2 on the front row. Let's go. And Max Verstappen gets pole position in the Red Bull there. The 10th ahead of us at the end of P2. But I'll happily take P2, whatever that was. Still more time in it, but P2 good result. Piastri had his home race in third. Norris in fourth. And Ferrari in P5 and 6. Championship leader Fernando Alonso. P8 Hamilton down in 10th. Not good for him. Ricardo 13th of his home race. Andy Hulkenberg 1.8 on the end in P20. But yeah, on front row. Let's go to the race.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Jones completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Oscar Piastri, Norris, Sainz, Leclerc, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Hamilton, Tsunoda, Ocon, Ricardo, Gasly, Albon, Magnussen, Joe, Sargent, Bottas, and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So well then, it's going to be a one-stop strategy, VF Stars, pretty straightforward, 39-minute race, nothing major to say. Everybody is on the medium compound tyre, so pretty straightforward one stop. So let's get into the actual race. Back on the grid then. Soroka won again. Well, I'm too good at this. Nico! Come on, Hulk! Come on, Hulk! There we go, thank you. We're on the grid then for the Australian Grand Prix. Far less drives the Australian Grand Prix. I can't even speak. On the front row. Right, so away we go. Verstappen gets a terrible start. Piastri gets a great one, but can't go anywhere with it. So Verstappen did not get off the line. And into turn one. Verstappen's still there, giving some room. But we take the lead at the Australian Grand Prix. Verstappen got into 8th gear by match day. I'm too distracted. I'm too flustered. Side by side, and all contact already. A bit of contact, a little bit of wheel to wheel. Wheel to wheel with the world champion Max Verstappen. But we come out on top. Let's go. But this is going to be an intense race. Verstappen's not going to want to lose this win. Because Red Bull have the dominant car, and he's not going to go 0 for 3, is he? He's not going to want to go 0 for 3. And I managed the battery against Verstappen. We've got Piastri way to go as well. The fast chicane, we will hold on for now. But Piastri looking to break the Australian duck. The Australian can Piastri break the Australian curse today? Time will tell. But you got Norris and Sainz just chilling further behind as well. Piastri up to 2nd. Maybe today is the day the Australian curse is broken. Obviously, based on real life, that's not the case. Oh, massive understeer in the final corner. Piastri might have a run here. But we're going to lead the first lap. We're going to lead the first lap. Let's settle down. And let's see what we can do. Trying to break the slipstream from Piastri. He's going to have DRS here. Here comes Piastri. He's going to run the outside. Going to back off though. He's going to have a run down here though. I don't remember what corner numbers. No, he's not close enough. Yeah, I'm happy with Piastri behind me. I'd rather Piastri behind me than Verstappen. Verstappen, yeah, he'd be leading already by now if he was behind me.
2.8 seconds.
Big slide out of the first corner. That's going to really hurt us. Because Piastri. We're going to hold on for now. I'm tempted to let Piastri go here. Because, I mean, I could stay in front. I don't want to stay in front. I feel like I want to sit P2. Verstappen's right there! And that's not what we need to be doing, Verstappen. Might let Piastri go here. Because I'm struggling a little bit with ERS. Kind of fine to let him go and just sit behind him P2 for now. Piastri takes the lead in Australia. We need to make sure we stay P2 though. Verstappen tries it, but that's not going to work, mate. Meanwhile, at the back of mediocrity, we've got the Saubers, Williams and Haas cars just chilling, racing for P15. Don't think Albon's scoring points today. I can tell Verstappen's getting frustrated because he keeps trying to make moves and it's just not working at all. Got to run on Piastri here. Sometimes with Piastri, we get ahead. Back to the lead. Piastri is definitely starting to struggle. That's definitely a fact. He is starting to struggle now in this race. Oh, we got yellow flag. Someone's gone. I think that is Lewis. Great, we've lost the car. Our unreliability gets worse by the second. Hamilton is gone. I think he might have taken Aston with him as well. And here is Lewis Hamilton. I don't know what's going on with our cars, but there it goes. Bang. Why are our cars so unreliable? That's 2 back-to-back races though, and Mercedes retired. Stroll's lost out. Oh well, it's Lance Stroll, who really cares. But for Hamilton, he's going to be out of this race. Can these cars just stop blowing up or not? Like, what is going on with these cars? There's the official confirmation of Lewis Hamilton out of the race. Yeah, we need some. I understand why Hamilton is upgrading these reliability upgrades. Well, at least for our rivalry, we're going to beat him. Well, that's somewhat positive, I guess.
Lewis has stopped the car. His race is over.
Yeah, I can tell by that. I mean, hey, at least this game's realistic. People complain this game's not realistic. I mean, it is. He retired here in real life. So I would say that counts as a realistic game. So that's something. You can tell I'm coping here. Massively coping. Oh, there goes Verstappen. He's finally had enough of Piastri. And he's got him. Now we're in big trouble. And this is a man who is absolutely fed up right now, stuck in traffic. He's finally going to go around the outside of Piastri. And Piastri lets him have it. I mean, fair, it's got Verstappen. He's going to be a problem. Yeah, Piastri just let him have it. That's okay, sure. Science pits. Very early stop for Science. Verstappen trying to go for it. Nothing there, mate. Science had a slow stop as well, so that's even worse for Ferrari. And his season get any worse. Ricardo says the fast lap of the race. Go on, Ricardo. Get the fastest lap, why don't you? For whatever reason, he starts going down to medium, so he's going to have to pit again, so it doesn't matter what he does. What we're worried about is Verstappen. I've got more yellow flags. It's not Sainz this time. That's Williams has gone. I think Alexander Albon's terrible. Sorry. I believe Alexander Albon's miserable Australian Grand Prix has come to an end, and there it goes. And once again, it's another Mercedes that's blown up. That's 3 in a row. Well, actually, no, Sainz can't be after us, but 3 Mercedes engine failures and 4 out for possible 4. We are in trouble. These engines are in trouble. Will anyone take a punt this lap? No, they're going to go at least another. There is official confirmation of Albon's retirement. Our front left is cooked. We're coming in this lap. Yeah, this our front left's on 65%. There's Albon. Hello, Alex. Whoa, that curve has not helped us at all.
Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. The track is clear, green flag.
Our front left is absolutely fried. We're going to pit this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Once now, one stop left.
Into the pits. 69% on that front left, by the way.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job.
So many cars in the pits.
We're delighted with that.
2.4, we're going to push on this outlet.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
I didn't realise this traffic was a thing. Okay, just drive into the Hulkenberg, that's fine. You don't want to give me some space or what? I really need to clear this traffic because Piastri and Perez are going to be loving life right now. Sergeant, you're next. We've got Sainz right behind us as well. Okay, do you want to give me some space, Sergeant? Some space would have been nice. He wants to race Joe instead. Tried the switchback, it's not worked. These two are too busy racing at it. I did not want Joe, but we'll take it. We got Sergeant, I'll take Sergeant. This is really killing our race right now. He's got a pit, but oh my god, this is so slow. I'm gonna have DRS, but where's Piastri and Perez? There they are, so we're gonna maintain the lead. We can get Sainz out of DRS here. It could be massive. I think we should do, because Sainz also had used hard tyres. His tyres have got a few laps. Look like we're out of the DRS zone. Could be massive for us. There goes Verstappen on Sainz. Massive move needed for Verstappen. But he's going to get him. Not surprising, but that's our race, is Verstappen. Tyres feel so good, by the way. So good. 1.5 to Verstappen is the gap. 19.5. So far, Verstappen doesn't really have an answer for us. He's the gap's not really. It's kind of fluctuating. He gains, but then we pull it all through here. So he got down to 1.5. That's up to about 1.8. Like, he's not really catching, and he's got Sainz out of his DRS. So we're in a good spot right now. We're in a good spot. Sainz will cover the pressure from Piastri. Does so. Piastri to third. So Piastri to third, and here he goes. Tries to go for on the outside, but switches the inside of Jake, switches to the outside. And is this the day the Australian curse ends? Can Piastri break the Australian curse? Here today. That will be something. Leclerc and Sainz are battling for fourth. Two Ferraris going at it. Sainz, obviously his tyres must be absolutely fried. Leclerc, though, is going to try and say something about Piastri. But Piastri's catching Verstappen. Say Leclerc's catching Piastri. Piastri's already caught up to Verstappen. Does Verstappen have damage?
And Verstappen's behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Their tyres are 5 laps old. Time last lap, 1 minute 19.8.
No, he does have damage. And no problems. Piastri's quicker than Verstappen. Right, Verstappen's struggling. Verstappen is struggling right now. Perez and Leclerc going at it for fourth. Go on, Checo. And there goes Perez on Leclerc for P4. What a move. Norris still stuck behind Sainz. Run the outside. That's a fantastic move from Sergio Perez. Sainz has pitted again. As has Gasly. Sainz is on course to not score points again. He might get a couple of points out of this, but it's just going from bad to worse for Sainz. Leclerc back around the outside of Perez. Go on, Charles. Piastri and Verstappen. I didn't realise Piastri was going for it. I was too busy talking about Leclerc. I forgot. I didn't realise Piastri went for it. There goes Piastri on the outside of Verstappen. It's the wall. He gets away with it up into P2. Piastri is quicker than Verstappen. And Leclerc. It's pretty straightforward. Leclerc around the outside of Perez. Pretty straightforward. Up to P4. We have to worry about Piastri in this race now. Didn't think it would be Piastri, but here we are. The number one driver at McLaren. Both in F1 24 and in real life. Again. Who's say this game isn't realistic? Because all I'm seeing is realism. And that fastest lap just proves it. Verstappen's going to go for it again on Piastri. If those two want to race, then by all means, I'm happy for them to race. No, does not get it. Verstappen does not get Piastri. And Verstappen, who's been the quickest man this season, he's just caught that Red Bull is just struggling. He can't get through. He can't. Oh, Verstappen's back into Piastri. Piastri has lost that to Verstappen. I'm guessing Piastri's made a mistake somewhere. And Verstappen is up into P2 again. Speaking of Piastri, it's Leclerc, Norris and Perez are going at it for P4. There we go, wheel to wheel, and Piastri on the outside of Verstappen. And Verstappen, yeah, no answer for Piastri. He needs to be careful, of course, Norris. Well, these two keep badly, he might not catch him, but you never know. As for Sainz, he may get Ocon by the end of the Grand Prix, so he may get his first point of the year. And Verstappen, did he make a mistake there? I thought Verstappen made a mistake, but no, here we go. Verstappen and Piastri wheel to wheel. And Piastri goes completely around the outside of Verstappen again! Come on, Oscar. We're just pulling away still. The guy's down to 3 seconds. We're just flying right now. Every time I talk, I make a mistake. Maybe I should just not talk. But then that's a pretty boring video if that's the case. And there they go again, once again going for it. Battling once again for P2 Verstappen and Piastri. I think they've accepted that the win is gone. And we are coming towards our penultimate lap. We're almost 2 laps away from claiming our first win in Formula 1 in only our 3rd race of our career. Verstappen back to P2. Wow. Penultimate lap. Because Verstappen Piastri. Battling for P2. And Piastri does it again. Verstappen's getting embarrassing now. Here we come then to start the final lap here in Melbourne.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
Final lap of the Australian Grand Prix. 1 lap away for victory. Down under. What a race it's been. The pit stop phase was crucial. We came out in traffic, but we came out in front of Hulkenberg, which was massive. And we were able to put a couple of cars between us and Verstappen, which was all the difference. So we had Sainz as a buffer. Once we broke that DRS, that was the key. We got out of the DRS, and we just be comfortable from there. Let's just bring this home now. Leclerc, Norris and Perez are battling for P4. Piastri and Verstappen for P2. Sainz may get another point or 2 in this race. Got to shift down to 4th there. Verstappen gets P2 right at the end of the race. So here we come then, through the final couple of corners. The Australia curse will break as well, by the way. But enough of Piastri for us through the penultimate corner. And through the final corner. And only our 3rd race in Formula 1. We're going to win the Australia Grand Prix. Get in!
Yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys! Ah, fantastic drive. That's just fantastic. Amazing. You deserved that race win. Well done, mate.
A great race then, and a fantastic victory here at Albert Park.
What a great way to turn the situation around. And you know what they say, it's not about how you fall off the horse, it's about how you get back on it. And today, they've done a great job of turning the page and rectifying their wrongs.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners. Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
You know, we win in Australia. We get the win. 25 points. Our first win of the year. Bounce back from that DNF in Jeddah. That's how you bounce back. P1. First win. 3 for 3 for Mercedes Powers. Our engines may be unreliable, but we do win races. That's Aston Martin, McLaren, now us. No Red Bull win after 3. Incredible. Max Verstappen has self for P2, but still comes off him. How he got driven today from losing out pole? I'll never know. And Oscar Piastri breaks the Australian curse. First podium of an Australian driver. Gets P3 and the fast lap. Great drive for him for the number 1 driver of McLaren. You have McLaren P4, comes off him. Perez can score points as well for P5. Fernando Rossi this point for P6. Fernando Alonso was the championship leader. Quite a race of P7. Yuki Tsunoda got all points for him in the RB at 8. Armstrong has got points for Aston Martin. Right, and Carlos Sainz gets his first point of the year in 10th, and it's only 1 point. 1 point for 3 races from Sainz. Yep, it's just a horror for Carlos Sainz. So you have Ocon, Magnussen, not bad for Magnussen, Joe as well. Ricardo is on race 14th on 2-stop. Bottas, Gasly also 2-stop 16th, and Paul Sargent and Alex Albon and Williams had a pretty quiet weekend retired, and Lewis Hamilton, our teammate, retiring in. Again, to be fair, he was having a terrible weekend, so maybe it wasn't a bad time to have a DNF at a track you are having a terrible race at. In terms of the championship, we lead the championship level on points with Oscar Piastri at the top of the standings, 43 points after 2 races. Fernando Alonso drops third, 4 points back. Then you have Lando Norris and Max Verstappen also tied on day 6. 10 points back in P4, P5. Charles Leclerc 10 points back in P6. Then Sergio Perez 50 back in 7. Lewis Hamilton 23 points back in 8, so extremely top to debate. You have Gasly and Tsunoda moves into the top 10 of those points here today. Albon, Bottas, Stroll with those points stays 13th, and Ocon. Carlos Sainz up to 15th on the championship with his first point of the year, but the fact that 3 races in and Sainz is not even on the first page is incredible. 15th on 1 point. No wonder he's leaving the team. Then we have Ricardo, Magnussen, Joe, Hulkenberg and Sargent yet to score after 3 races. And in terms of the constructors, McLaren 15 points ahead of Red Bull at top standings. They've been the more consistent team. And they lead 50 points ahead of Red Bull in second. Mercedes 60 points back in third, so only 60 points back off Aston Martin. In P4, so Fernando, well, I should say Fernando Alonso P4 and Ferrari. I should say Charles Leclerc in P5 because it's just Leclerc carrying Ferrari at the moment. Starting to bring them down, and RB with a score of points up to 7th. Williams, big lose stage up to 8th. Sauber also loses up to 9th. With points, and just leaves Haas yet to score. But yeah, what a race. Let's go back to the menus. Well, that's just great. Alright, great as well. We have a secret meeting. We'll look at that in the next episode. But, great. That was the one Lewis put on. Nice one, Lewis. That was all your fault. Am I going to have to fix that? Probably. We're actually dropped down to P5 now because that's the Martin one above us. But let's have a look at our gold trophy. There it is, P1 in Melbourne. Fantastic stuff. So yeah, that's going to be there for the victory in Melbourne. Next up is Japan. The first time we've had this earlier in the year for the Japanese Grand Prix. We also have a secret meeting. Maybe the meeting is with the actual Mercedes engine department, so we can actually have a go at them and give them that for blowing up our engines. We'll find out in the next episode.